Well, we just found something interesting. I just don't know how this has happened, but I'm going to show you something. Well, I do know how it's happened. Let me know what you think. That is the gas tank, and it's hanging on the filler pipe and the pipe that goes out to everything. So currently I have it, I've taken the cover off and isolated it. That's the cover set up there. But yeah, that has gone. Look at how bad this is. This side just as bad, okay? Wow. Won't be putting that shit back on again. What a find. I'm so happy this has happened on the drive. I need to think of how I'm going to fix this. I've got a good idea how I'm going to fix it. I'm going to put another bit of Uni-Strut up and we'll cradle it. Yeah, that is not good. I'm going to have to support it. I'll get the jack under it and support it. I'll get it back to where it should be, or somewhere close. And I've got some work to do. Shit. Oh, there's a stink of gas. It's obviously damaged the line. Yeah, that's it here. So that'll just be what's in the line. Fuck, I'm shaking. Imagine that coming off on the motorway. Imagine that bouncing down the motorway. Fucking hell, it's just... I could have fucking lit under the van. Imagine this. This is mild steel. This dragging along the floor. This pipe here leaking gas because it's been stressed. Fucking hell. It doesn't bear thinking about, does it? It really doesn't bear fucking thinking about. Sorry for swearing, but I'm freaked out. I would say this is what we class as a near miss. As close to a near miss as you can get. Fuck's sake. And I replaced these not too long ago. These were rusted out. Maybe last year, the year before. These haven't lasted 5 minutes. I'm gonna get some threaded bar. I think I've got some Uni-Strut in there. I'll make some hangers and I'll do this proper. Fuck. I'm a little bit sick to my pit, to be honest. I'm freaked. That's not a good thing to have happened at all. Right, back in its rightful place. Let's get some tank support under it. Some tank stands. Little job to do before the weekend's adventures. So I'll just run through quickly what we've got here. So this is a Zeb. It's called a Zeb because it usually has a spring on the back, but I've removed it because we're using shallow strut. I'll show you the shallow strut in a minute. So that goes in, you turn it and then pull it down, then you bolt this up, this square washer, by just rotating the nut underneath. When it's nice and when you get it to where you want it to be, you just tighten it up until it gets tight. It's that simple. If you look, it's just a little bit lower than the tank. That'll allow us to slide the Uni-Strut underneath, and we'll trim that off when we're finished. So I found a Zeb to show you. That's what they look like with the spring on the back. And when you put that into a deep channel, it will force against the back, allow it to turn it, and it holds itself in place. Really good. So the old straps went up inside that bracket, but when I've got the water tank in place, it's really hard to get up there. So what we've done is we've added these Uni-Strut bolts on, brackets on, sorry, 90s, and we just bolted that through. I've left it so I can access the bolt this side, and maybe if I need to later on, I'll be able to get a spanner up the back of here. the back of there if I needed to, but we'll see. So these are the front hangers. We're just bolting through that 90, so we're just going to pinch that. That's going to hang on the top of there. I'm missing a washer. Oh no, it's down here. So that, yeah, that'll go up on the top, and then we'll just have this hanging down. Sorry. So that'll hang like that, and then we'll just hang our strut off the bottom. So let's get them in place. If you look, we've got one there now, one there, that'll cradle under here when I cut the Uni-Strut. I might go and do that now. You're not going to believe this. It's just started hailstoning. Look. Shit. Let's get the garage door shut down. What do you reckon? That's the reason I kept hold of this. This is the most waterproof item I've ever bought. I used to wear it on my motorbike, and I laughed at the thought of buying it with romper suit. But it's the best thing ever. Best thing ever. The hail's passed, but it's turned to rain. So it looks like the suit is staying on. Yeah, that's part of the job. To fit the Uni-Strut. So we're going to fit it that way up so any mud will hopefully wash out. If we put it that way up, it'll just fill up. So put it that way up. So put it up. See how it looks. Well, that's both of them in now. I'm going to trim the ends off these. I'm going to paint it, and then we'll do a gas test. Make sure everything's hunky-dory. We've managed to get it done. The weather has been against us. It's trying to hailstone again, and I've just finished underneath here, so it looks slightly different than it did before. So there you have it. Tank back in, all stone guarded around it. I'll give it another little do in the morning. But yeah, back where it should be. I don't think that'll ever fail, ever again. But hopefully it doesn't fail. I'm happy with that. Pipe to change. We do have a gas leak on here, so I will change that in the morning. Need to go and buy some pipe. So yeah, job done. Right, so yesterday we dealt with the drop tank. We got that secured and it's back in position. Now this morning we need to deal with the leak. So the actual whole system was hanging on this pipe here and this pipe here. This is a flexi hose, quite robust. That's the fill inside. So we're going to do a leak test along these joints here, and we know we've got a leak here. We can hear it. It's quite a bad leak, that, to be honest. We'll cut it off here. Sorry, we'll take it off here. We'll cut this cable tie and we'll renew that bit of pipe. So let's go and see if I've got any of this. I don't think I've got any, to be honest. Well, we managed to get a bit of copper. I had to go and ask one of the local caravan repair shops if they could help us out. They don't sell gas products, but they had a little bit in the shop. So it cost me 2 Belgian buns and a couple of quid for the coffee fund. So I'm happy with that. It got me out of a mess. Right, since making that piece, I've bought one of these tools, and this is for doing your small bore pipe work. Nice little bending tool, and it's allowed me to form that piece. And if you look, it's the same length and it meets in the same places. This one's a little bent out of shape because of me trying to get it off and the fact it was swinging about the other day. So cut this pipe now, retrieve the two ends, put some olives on and get it fitted. Well, I've got the pipe in now, time to do a bit of a leak test. Well, that looks like we've got to seal that end. Yep, nothing. Yeah, a little bit on this one. Yeah, that's leaking. Back to the drawing board. There we have it. Just put the bushes down. The olives down now and I can't find them. Got a lather with that. What we're looking for is any bubbles whatsoever. Got nothing there. And we finally got nothing there. Winner. Thank God for that. It's been a bit of a palaver. That was second go and I only managed to get enough copper pipe to do to have two attempts. In hindsight I could ask for more. But yeah, I didn't want to sound greedy. Yeah, we've managed it. So that's us. Let's just make sure I've got it open. Oh, that could be a mistake. Oh no, it's open, it's open, it's open. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to prime up the boiler, get all that ready, and we'll get some water in the tank and get some heat on. Make sure everything's working, get the water nice and hot. And that's us done for today. Jeez, that's took some doing. Just one quick message, and it is, if you've got an underslung gas tank, go and check the straps. Just make sure that you're not in the same position that I was in there. You know, just imagine if that had come off on the motorway, you know, at speed. If the only thing that was holding it really was the flexi hose, which would probably be the strongest part of it, and the little copper pipe. And let's be honest, the copper pipe's going to fail before the flexi hose, I would have said. So that could have easily been pouring gas out, bouncing along, ignited under the van, and God knows what would happen. I know I'm dooming, but it's that realisation. You've got your precious cargo in there, your family, your kids, you know. Yeah, just peace of mind, go and check it. But anyway, thanks for watching. If that's been helpful to you, you know, I hope it has. You know, if it has, give us a thumbs up, hit the like button, you know what I mean? And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Helps us immensely, and lets me make more videos, to be honest. But I'm glad that's fixed, and I've done it proper this time. No messing about. And I wish I'd done that in the beginning. Let me show you the state of this. This is what was holding it up. But look how thin that is. Once you get through all the plastic that's around it, it is wafer thin. Anyway, thanks for watching, and safe travels. Summer's coming. See you around. Why not head over to our website, thecraftyblinders.co.uk, where you can find out a little bit more about us and the offers we have on. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok to keep up to date with what we're up to.